Hi, I'm Alex, the developer of Another Bad Day in the Future, and this is what I've been working on for the last couple days. So I've been working on the evidence system. The evidence system is something that, well, if you commit a crime, you make evidence. If someone submits that evidence, they make money. If you submit evidence, it causes a bounty to be put on that person, and if anyone kills someone with that bounty, they make money. So to pull evidence from something, see how this is red? That means if you hit pull evidence, you'll pull evidence and you'll get a screen. It'll say, if you hit the evidence, it'll say who they are and what they did. And if you hit send, it'll say submit to PS public service, hit submit, and that will cause this person to have a bounty on them. As you see, there's a red head, and it's not actually connected to the person. You can see there's some weird graphical things going on because this player is actually just I have the VR headset and the controllers on a little table in the other play space. There isn't a person here, so the the game animates the character model based on where your hands are. So since the hands are in a position that wouldn't ever occur when you're actually standing, because humans don't have hands on the floor, it looks a little bit wonky. You also notice that the red face is only visible when at least one of your hands are in matrix mode. You can only see that, and it's not actually tied to where the person is in any way. That's intended so that you can't tell exactly where the person is, but you can get kind of a vague idea. So if I kill this person, they die. I am a client, and I fixed some of those issues I had earlier with the graphics not getting propagated over on your client. All right, so let's see. I was paid $20 as a spider fee. Spider fee is what you get paid whenever you submit evidence. It is based on spider fee is a parameter of the legal system. So based on what laws you have passed in your personal legal system determines what your spider fee is. Pass laws that increase the spider fee make more money whenever you submit evidence. Additionally, I was paid money based on the bounty when I killed someone with a bounty. If you kill someone without a bounty, you gain a bounty, and it's based on what their legal system is, not what yours is. So if you kill someone who has passed a bunch of laws to make the bounty for murder higher, you're going to end up having a higher bounty on your head. So you generally don't want a bounty on your head. So it's important to delete evidence whenever you cause it. So when you hack, it'll say in here that maintenance override. To clear evidence from this maintenance access, reverse the code and send it per normal. So this is a sat-sync security system. What that means is I need to check all of these antennas. I should probably do this in some sane order. Well, I probably should have started where I was, but I'm going to write around. So sat-sync is one of the two security systems in the game. So the antennas always spawn and are always visible, even if it isn't a sat-sync security system, so it's pretty easy to tell where they are. But as you can see, this one has a code on it. The code that you need to submit is divided between the antennas, so the third bit of this is n. You always start from 0 because you're a hacker, and in programming, you always start arrays at 0, not at 1. So of course, that would carry over. So generally, you're going to have to climb around to get to these. So N, so J, so it's JN. God, I hope it was N1. Well, it's JN currently. JN. I like to repeat the code to myself a bunch, JN, because it helps. Saying it helps me remember it. This one doesn't look like it has any. If I recall, this one is facing you currently, so you don't actually have to climb all the way down there, but you still have to monkey around. As you notice, I can actually... that's not tracking very well. You can actually climb when your hand isn't actually in a mesh. That's intentional because if you put your head into any mesh in the game, you will knock yourself out. And if you knock yourself out, when climbing, you will fall. You don't want to do that. JN, this doesn't look like it has one. JN, nope. So I have it kind of cutting you some slack here so you don't have to do it, because especially when you're climbing overhead, like when you're climbing on the ceiling, it can be really, really tricky. JN. Let's double check what bit this is up here. I'm not a perfect machine and I can't remember everything. JN. See, it's second bit. J something N. J something N. So that's going to cut you some slack because this game can kind of be tricky enough as it is. It also makes it easier to climb down as well because you don't have to bend over as much. J something N. So J-I-N. I think it's an I. Yeah. J-I-N. 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 Climb. Back up. Doesn't look like there's one on that. J-I-N. 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 Looks like this is only a 4-bit code. J-I-N. J-I-N-Z. J-I-N-Z, J-I-N-Z. All right, so let's hack into the store. So per normal, I select it, I click dive. The manual explains how to hack. Maintenance is where you're actually going to send the code. So J-I-N-Z. And I have hacked the door and opened it. And you can see now there's evidence in that. Evidence, it'll say, hey, I'm guilty of forced access. Now, if I want to get rid of that evidence, I once again dive it, and per the instructions, I put the code in reverse. So it's J-I-N-Z. So that means it's Z, J-I-N-Z, N-I, oops, J. All right, when you, important note, when you delete the evidence, it removes your access. So make sure you go in and do whatever you needed to do inside of there before you before you delete the evidence. That also gives people who are trying to hunt you some time. So that's really what I've been working on for the last couple days. I'm sorry it's been a few days since my last update. I actually had the stomach flu, and it's really hard to update a game when you're projectile vomiting. That is kind of one of the downsides of me currently being the only developer of this game. I'll try real hard to not like get hit by a bus or get cancer or anything so that I can keep making this game because it's fun to make this game. I will try to be posting more regularly now that I'm up and able. But yeah, that's what I've been working on for the last few days. See you guys soon.